Our clinic provides the Salina community with a comprehensive spectrum of services delivered with compassion and sensitivity. We strive to create a partnership with our patients that promotes health and well-being in all phases of life. We care about our patients, we care about providing quality health care services, and we care about our community. Chances are you know many of us because Maori Clinic physicians live in Salina. We are coaches for youth sports teams and leaders for Boy Scouts and 4-H. We offer time, talent, and financial support to a variety of community events and charities. Our children attend school with your children. Our families attend worship services with your families. And we are proud to call Salina home. We have a vested interest in the success of this community, and we remain committed to an independent practice model that promotes our proud heritage and philosophy to provide quality medical care centered on the relationship between each patient and the physician of their choice. You have a choice for your medical care. Choose a doctor dedicated to the pursuit of excellence in healthcare services. Choose Maori Clinic.
What did that mean? Minor surgery? Not to me, it wasn't. I'm no risk taker. That's why I chose to have my surgery at Salina Regional. I wanted all the resources of a full-service hospital available to me. You know, just in case.
It's your choice where to go for surgery. Salina Regional Health Center, here for all your surgery needs.
The friendly staff at Salina Sports Medicine and Orthopedic Clinic, located at 523 South Santa Fe, are always welcoming new patients to serve in the areas of sports medicine, total joint care, and more. You can contact the office at 785-823-7213 or toll free at 1-866-406-4141.
backs running to the back of their blockers. And I know it frustrates you, Charles.
Oh yeah.
Especially,
you know, I used to be one of those running backs.
Yeah, and your son Junior was a running back at South too. Oh,
Whoa,
nice hole. He's down inside the 10.
Now that's Mustang football is what I call that.
And that's Dylan Winslow. That's 2 carries. He's got over 10 yards on both carries.
Yeah.
So he's
the first and goal.
First and goal from the 8.
Now here's where Central's got to show them what they're made of and put this ball inside that end zone.
Yep. It's a double lead again, but this time they were blitzing the linebackers and a safety. They got a safety up in the box. So they're going to have to do something a little different there because that safety linebacker came up and he filled that hole real strong.
I do the same thing, only the quarterback keeps it. It goes the opposite.
Roll out back to the left.
Yep.
And see, that's something they might be saving for later in the game too.
Yeah.
Because we know Malcolm Gardner can run the ball.
Oh!
That's the fullback. He's got the touchdown.
Salina Central.
Number 44, fullback
Mike McMullen. And we hadn't talked about that option either, did we?
No.
But there was a nice hole there.
That was. They opened it up.
And after the kick,
and that's just what you need right after a score to come back down and score. We're just now starting the game.
First period, we got a score of Central 7, Maize 7. Now, what I was going to say is, not only did they open up a hole there at the line of scrimmage, but a couple people got downfield, tied up the linebackers. All he had to worry about was the safety. He hit the safety about the 3 or 4 yard line and kept his feet churning and carried him into the end zone. So it was.
And all you can say is that's Salina Central football.
Yes, it is.
They pounded it in.
Mustang Football would like to thank the following for their generous support of the football team. Dr. Boo and Melissa Hodges, the Darren Newshaker Agency, Redeemer Lutheran Men's Group, and Hog Wild Pit Barbecue.
Now listen, I'm a fan of Hickory Hill on West Crawford, but at the Veterans Appreciation that Emmanuel Christian Center does for 4th of July for all the veterans, I want a sandwich from the Hog Wild. And so my wife and I went there to eat. Wow, that's good barbecue. Hog Wild is good barbecue. Right now it's my second favorite barbecue. There's the pooch again. It's getting the grass. They got to get on it. The only thing I don't like about it, you get the ball up to 37-yard line. I don't understand why. Because they've got 2 good returns. I don't like the idea either. You're giving the ball up to 37-yard line to an offense. Now, I was going to say this. The only negative play Central had was the first play they had when they were goal-to-goal, and he was Dalton stopped for no gain. That was it. And the only negative play, the first drive that Maize had, was when the young man caught it down on his knees for a 5-yard loss.
They got 23 floating in
Backfield. Well, they said 23 is an athlete, so we're wanting to see. There's a quick hit. And the defender was right there on him, which is Zane Heigl, the linebacker. I mean, he was right there.
Yeah, I know. He would have turned, he might have got the pass.
But did you see how fast Connor gets that ball out and gets it to the wide receiver? People watch his release. This kid is a kid who could play somewhere next Saturday, next fall on Saturday for a football team or somewhere.
Whoa. Now that's what a defense is supposed to do.
That's a 2-yard loss back to the 41. That will make it a 3rd and 6 from there.
Now Central's got to stand tall right now.
Yeah, they do.
2-yard loss by the Eagles. Number 23, Gabe Chavez, the ball carrier.
we got a man move, man move. The wide receiver on that far side, number 19 moved. We got a Salina Central senior guy yelling at his fellow students that they're not making much noise or showing much school spirit, and I would agree with that. All right, now the false start back to the 35-yard line. Now it's 3rd and 11.
Wow. Now here's where you got to stand tall right now.
Yep.
Right now. You held them for 2 down.
They're going to throw that underneath
And
guy.
it's going. Oh, good D.
Oh, that was a good undercut.
Good D.
That was Javon Burst. That was a good undercut. They were setting it up to throw to Jordan Guerrero, who was coming out in motion for the backfield. And as the 3 wide receivers went deep, at first he was clear, but right when Connor turned to look at him, a linebacker came up and got on him, so he had to look for somewhere else.
That's right.
But it was set up to be the underneath man with Jordan Guerrero, the running back. And I didn't see who the linebacker was, but he made a great play on that. High kick, but not a deep kick. They want to get the bounce, though. It was only about a 25-yard kick before he got the bounce. But
Now, that's
during
now,
the 40-yard,
what do we do now? We just pound
just keep
it.
pounding it. Now, you've held them, okay?
That's what you need.
They made some mistakes. They had a penalty. You had a 2-yard, you threw them for a 2-yard loss, and then you held them on 3rd down to an incompletion. All right, now you need to take this ball down the field and put it in the end zone and get up on it.
That's right.
And make them answer you. You want to dictate the terms. You don't want to keep answering them. You want to hold and then get ahead and make them answer you. You always want the pressure on the other team. Oh, a nice run.
Fumble.
And a fumble.
He caught that ball right up. And they got it back.
So we had 2 fumbles on the play.
Yeah, we had to.
Fumble on the play and recovered by Dalton.
Yeah, that was a double fumble.
That actually,
Because he
folks,
fumbled that ball right into Maize's hand.
he did.
You couldn't got a better break and a good time than right now. Oh. They're pounding it, but Stu, what are you thinking? They need to bring that back around this other side some.
I think so.
Number 33, Dalton Peters on the carry.
Yeah, they dodged a bullet on that double fumble.
Tackle made by number 95, Clayton Hicks.
A big bullet.
And he's got the 2.
Oh.
Yeah, there it is. There it is.
Whoa.
Automatic first down. Automatic first down. My daughter called me, and she knows I'm at the game, unless she's coming home. She was at the Auburn game last night, and so we were trying to see if she was in the crowd. So I texted, where are you at? She goes, don't worry, Dad, you won't really see me. I'm in the nosebleed.
Huh?
She goes, if I had to jump, I need a parachute. I said, oh, so you're way up there. Yeah, she said, we got there 3 hours early, and I'm still at the nosebleeds. There's been kids camping out since the weekend.
Oh, good one. Good one. Oh, he should have kept going in there. Good. It's a good run.
Yes, it is.
Picking up the first down for Salina.
I think if he would have cut that inside, though, he'd have got a lot more.
Well, that's his 3rd run of over 10 yards.
Forced out of bounds by number 27, Corrigan Bartlett.
You know, it's sometimes when you just get that feeling, it don't matter. When you touch that ball, you can just run.
Yep.
And that's the feeling it looks like he might have tonight.
There's
Whoa,
a
fullback.
quick fullback again.
of yards. In the middle is number 44, Michael McMullen. Tackles made by number 47, Dalton Rupp.
Coach Hall's got to be pleased with that, with the way that offensive line is pushing them off the ball.
Oh, of course.
7-yard gain will be
But then
second
again,
and 3 for the Mustangs.
and this might be the game they need right now. This is not, like I said, it's not a big defensive front they're going against. It is, except for right there.
Closed up there.
Yep.
Just as we talked about how good they're pushing.
But he
off
got
the
but he got
line.
back to the line of scrimmage. He actually didn't lose anything, which is the key.
Dalton Peters is the
Because you
SC
still
ball
keep it as
carrier.
3rd and 3.
Tackle made by number 41, Ashton Hanna.
My only problem is sometimes, there's an old saying, fix what's broken.
Right.
But you can also go to the well too many times. Because eventually the well's going to dry up. Here's that double lead with Dalton. He got it on his effort. I mean, that was his second and third effort because they really didn't, they pulled, they didn't get a good push on the people out there. And when you pull,
Peters on the carry.
if you're not going to cut them,
4-yard gain on the play,
you're going to
forces
block.
Atlanta Central
You've
first
got to
down.
get below them and get the leverage on them. Get
Making
your
the
center
tackle
of
for the
gravity
Eagles,
lower
number
than
41,
theirs.
Ashton Hanna.
Then you can start pushing them back. That'd be into the first quarter.
What would you say they've been playing Salina
At the end
Central
of the first
football?
quarter, Salina Central
That
remains
straight
all-time
push
at
them off the
7.
ball, run it hard nose right up the gut.
Well, Charles, you would have like last week because
Tailgate was sponsored by Exchange
we're
Bank.
right now.
Full
It's
service bank.
7-7 tie at the end of the first quarter. The score at the end of the first quarter last week was 28-7. It took forever because they were throwing the ball, getting huge plays. South got huge play after huge play, and the one huge play by campus was the 85-yard kickoff return. But it was huge plays, and it was quick. It was like almost a track meet.
Wow.
And I was talking to one of the coaches later on who was talking to one of the officials, and the official told him, coach told me for South said he came over and he said, is it halftime yet? And it was still halfway through the first period. It would take him so long. That's 35 points scored in the first period.
Wow.
But by that time, I knew that campus in trouble because campus's 5 offensive linemen could not stop South's 3 down. They went 4 down for the first 2 or 3 snaps of the game. And then it was the third and long, and they went to 3 down linemen. And the 3 down linemen still put pressure on the quarterback and made him throw an incomplete. They never rushed 4 again, unless every now and then just to blitz somebody. There's a now fumble again.
Carrying the ball for the Mustangs, number 33, Dalton Peters.
And that's their second
He's
turnover.
done coughed it up a
Recovered by the
couple of
Eagles.
times.
Yeah, he's carrying it a little bit too loose in his hand. He's got to tuck that up tighter because that wasn't really a hard contact. That was somebody just reaching out with their hands and putting a hand on the ball. But
Maize takes over at the
it was just,
38-yard line.
I really feel sorry for the campus kids, especially the coaches. When you can't, 5 offensive linemen can't stop 3 defensive linemen from putting pressure on the quarterback, you have a long season ahead of you.
Oh, yeah.
Especially when you're playing in the Wichita City League. That's a long, now there's going to be a
Long.
holding. And it's caught by number 1.
Longwood's pass complete to number 1, Kendall
But we
Stewart.
got holding down
There's
there.
a flag on the play.
Take her on back, guys. Walk back that way.
That was a great pass, though.
That was great holding. That's the reason
Yeah.
why. The big defensive end on the left
He had
side,
him.
it was the right side of the defensive formation, our left side of the defensive formation, the right side of the offensive line. He came around and he had got that rip move, and the guy was still had his arm, although he's beside him, still had his arm around the front of him in a hug. And he did it right from the referee, and it was the referee was shaking his head no as he threw the flag. So it was like, I can't believe you're doing this so blatantly in front of me. And you just nullified a big play. Now, defensive back coach is yelling, that's the last time for that, guys.
Yeah.
Our D-backs back in our day used to have to run it for every big play they gave up. Ooh, missed tackles. but he ain't going to get much. He's only
No,
going to carry
that-
up to the 25. Only going to pick up 3 yards.
Tackles made by number 27.
That was a
Zane
draw. Go ahead, Charles. What were you saying?
Looks like that. I don't know if they even need to be running the ball.
Maze?
I think Maize needs to go on and continue that passing.
I understand why you call the draw time to
You
sign,
don't need that draw then.
but I understand why you call it. You're trying to catch them unawares. They're trying to keep their linebackers honest. And you don't need that either.
Longwood's pass is incomplete. Intended receiver was
That almost looked like Tyler Lockett last night. He dropped their touchdown pass and deflected up into the air for the defender to catch.
Yeah, K-State had a
K-State had him beat.
But they put up a good battle.
Oh,
Anyway.
well, like ESPN said, when you leave 17 points on the field against Auburn, that means you were beating Auburn, you just didn't finish. It was either ESPN or Fox Sports said that, I don't remember which one. I was looking at all the sports deals last night when I was at work. There he is, there's that defender. There it is. I think he's going to call it on
Longwood's pass is incomplete.
7 or
35.
35.
Number 1, Kendall
Isn't
Stewart.
that Peter?
There's a flag on the play.
That's Jacob Lyles, the senior 5'8", 165-pound defensive back. Now that's 15 yards, so that's not automatic first down. The problem is they had him
Oh,
blanketed.
what are they?
It's not a spot foul. It's not like
Oh.
college. It's or pros. It's you go back and
From the
like
line
college and high
scrimmage,
school, you knock
15.
15 yards off. And if it's not enough for a first down, then it's not enough for a first down.
Pass interference against the defense. It's a 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Remains third down.
Now,
Really, they're just back at the line. Well, I guess. No,
It'd be third and 8.
Third and 8.
Instead of 3rd and 23. Now they had that blanketed short and long, and I don't know how. There was some contact between the underneath man, Javon Burst, but there was also contact by the deep by Jacob Lyles. He could have called it on both of them.
Yeah.
But they've got to get a pass rush on him. That defensive end on the left side of the central defense has been getting some pressure.
Looks like they need to send that linebacker.
They're faking like he's sending them. Now they're dropping them back. It's a screen. He's got enough for a first down. They should have saw that as soon as they saw the chop when they did the drop blocks. To drop the middleman to get him out of the passing lane for the quarterback.
Jacob Lyles.
That's a read by the linebacker who's got to immediately come up and make a play on that and hold him, but he didn't. And Guerrero got the first down. Oh, nice play. And I think that was number 28, or no, it was number 42. Number 42.
Jordan Guerrero on the carry.
That's
Tackle
Kyle
made by
True.
Number 36, Brooklyn McKnight, and number 27, Zane Heigl.
Kyle True is on the. Is that Kyle True? Yeah, Kyle True was there as well. But whoever was, he took on the blocker, made the guy Guerrero cut back the inside, and then made a tackle himself.
Thanks. This looks like a pass. Looks like, oh,
They got him.
good D.
He's going to pick up 2 yards, and that's it.
That was good D though.
Well, they
They covered
took
everything downfield too.
they took
Made by number 36, Brooklyn McKnight.
the two outside wide receivers on that far side. One was just knocked off his pattern. The other one was pretty well covered.
Yeah.
Charge to Mace.
Tays takes a timeout, their first of the half. All right, now whatever they've done, the change they did defensively that Central made has made a difference. And sometimes you make the right adjustment, sometimes you don't make the right adjustment. And this time I think they've made the right adjustment. The biggest thing they could do is do what they've done here, and they've been putting pressure lately on Connor Lundquist.
But that offense has got to stop coughing the ball up.
Yeah, they do.
I mean, because they can take full control of this game and continue to pound it down in there, but they cannot cough the ball up. Turnovers is what kills you.
Big time.
Just ask K-State last night.
Yep. Now you got 3rd and 7 from the just over the 45-yard line.
They need a good defensive stance right now. Fake. He's rolling out. Pass.
And he got belted pretty good over there too by Jacob Lyles.
Number 23.
Complete to number 83, Alex Lee.
But
At 83.
30, he got hit too, but the number 35 was Jacob Lyles who got the second hit. They had 2 guys in formation over there, and defenders really weren't on either one. But the underneath man was more open, and since he was on the run.
7. Oh. Boy,
That's a huge hole. And it's Jordan Guerrero.
Number 7, Jordan Guerrero, the ball carrier, picking up 15 yards. Tackle made by number 7, Javon Verus, and number 35, Jacob Lyles.
He's looking to throw it. And he threw it to the man out in the flat who's going to get positive yardage down inside the 10. He's going to be short of a first. And they got pressure on Connor and made him roll out to his right, and he got tackled just after he released the ball. But they cut that defensive end on that side and put him down on the ground. That's what gave him the room to run out there.
back up to the middle.
That's a nice hit by the linebacker.
Yeah. Really, Central's got to make a stand right now and show them that they mean business. They came to play.
Yeah, you're still 3rd and 2. You were 2nd and 2. Now you're 3rd and 2.
They need a big stance right here, right now.
Yeah, they do. He's going that quarterback lead.
Oh,
they had him.
And they hit. Oh!
They had him. The touchdown.
Missed tackles.
Yep.
You cannot miss tackles. They had him caught in the backfield.
They sure did. But one of the things I've talked about over the years is sometimes when you blitz so hard, you're coming in too fast that you can't make an adjustment when the running back makes an adjustment. And the other thing is sometimes you have your head down and you don't see who has the ball. And I've seen guys run right past ball carriers. As someone rushing in like that, you get tunnel vision like we talked about with the, they're going for it too, yeah.
Get him.
They got him.
Oh, got a flag.
But there's a flag.
2-point conversion is no good.
I don't know if there's going to be defensive holding or if it's offensive holding.
They're going to get another try.
Well, I think it's against Central because I don't see the Maize kids. They're standing right by the officials. They could possibly hear them. They're going back out into formation. Should be half the distance to the goal. I don't understand
Boy,
why
I think that Central's they've played some good defense at times, but then at times, I don't know, they just open up for them. You can play.
On the defense. Penalties half the distance to goal. Retry.
Yep. He's in. Two-point conversion. Now, the only reason I think they're going for a two-point conversion is one thing.
Conversion is good. Number 13, Connor
Either their kicker, for some reason, got hurt, or it's just practice to go for two when you need to go for two.
Or if you saw that your offense is moving the ball that easily.
Yeah, but you also want your kicker to get his, because there might be a time you need that kick. The field might be so sloppy that running and throwing might not be really great, and you just need that kick. And it very well could be. You go with the hot hand, and the hot hand is the offense. Well, I'd say Maize made an adjustment. Now let's see if Central can adjust back.
Seems like
I don't know who that was singing that. Must be that one kid from Canada gets getting in trouble and people want him deported. Bieber.
oh,
The Bieber kid. Now they're kicking deep. There's a hole. Almost. He's going to carry it up to the 32-yard line. That was a nice, almost a 30-yard return.
Made by number 88, Antonio Espinoza.
we need to hold on to the ball this time. Wouldn't you say?
Oh, yes.
Say go.
There's going to be a first down by McMullen, the fullback. Well, if they're going to vacate the center of the defense,
Number 44, Mike McMullen. Good
and they're going to
first line
sell
is
out
first
to
down.
going where Dalton Peters is going,
Tackle on the play is made by
then
number 11, Keaton McGuire.
keep giving the rock to McMullen.
I still say we got to get that quarterback to throw one and fake. Maybe that's for the second half.
It might very well be. You don't open your game book early in the season. You keep some plays towards the later in the season. There's a nice just throw out in the flat. That's a 4-yard pickup.
Gardner's pass is
You'll
complete
take
to
that.
Number 11, Travis Figler. Tackle made by the Eagles, number 27, Corrigan Bartlett.
He needs to make that throw though about a
4-yard
tad
gain on
sooner
play brings up
because
second and 6.
the defender was on him, and by the time the ball got to him, the defender was able to tackle him, and the wide receiver wasn't able to go any further upfield. He's got to get the ball there a little bit quicker so to give the wide receiver a chance to make a move and get upfield and make some more yardage. Just a little bit high. That is a touch pass.
Gardner's pass ball is incomplete. Intended to number
And I was asked this
33,
question
Dalton
last
Peters.
week. I'm wondering if he's Scott Gardner's son.
I'm not sure, but why would you continue? I just don't understand that. Why are we?
Throwing the ball when they should be running.
Yeah.
And have the clock stop. Yeah. Greater minds than that have asked that same question. You know.
Wow.
But we're not the offensive coordinator, and we don't.
That's right.
And we're
That's
not
right.
seeing what they're seeing on the field. That's
Good
the first
one.
down.
Gardner's pass complete to number 23.
Well, I do know
Dylan
this.
Michael.
They do have faith in Scott Gardner being able to throw the ball. And you need to establish the passing game.
Tackle made by number 27, Corrigan Bartlett.
But
Are we establishing the passing game because we fumbled?
That's a good point. That's a good point. We're in definitely running formation right now. And they brought a safety up in the box too. And there's that reverse again. He's not going to get 10.
Ball carries number 23,
Flag on
Dylan
the play,
Wetzel.
so
There's a flag
probably
on the play.
motion.
It's like legal procedure, maybe.
Yeah.
Holding against the offense.
Number 11.
Spot of the foul.
Holding on number 11, the wide receiver that was out there, who is Travis Bigler, a junior 6'1", 148-pound wide receiver. He was holding that block for a long time. Now we know why. There's McMullen.
Ball carries number 44, Michael McMullen. Tackle made by number 27, Corrigan Bartlett, by number 41, Ashton Hanna.
And since we have crossed,
Now you got to pass.
they're inside down to 47. You got second and long from there. But now that we have passed Central's 40, we know we're in 4-down territory, because I've seen Mike Hall call for 4th down on his side of the 50 far too many times. But we're on their side of the 50 now. He's got to make his mind up sooner. But they had a good pass rush, but he's got to make his mind up sooner. If he's going to run. And we talked about that last week. He's got to make up his mind quicker. He's got to get rid of the ball, or he's got to run.
Number 9, Gardner sack.
You got to have a clock in your mind when you're a quarterback. 1,001, 1,002. When they say you have 3.5 seconds to get off the ball.
So are you saying we're in two down still, or
Oh yeah, we're if
they pick up half of this?
oh yeah, I've seen him do it right at his own 40. I've seen him call go for it on 4th down. He just laughs and smiles. Nice reception.
Gardner's pass is complete to number 23, Dylan Wenzel.
That's Dylan Wenzel. Now he's got a pass reception over 10 yards to go with his 3 rushes of over 10 yards.
Tackle made by number 27, Corrigan Bartlett.
That's a manageable 4th down.
4th and 1, yes. And that was a heck of a catch too.
Yeah. What do you do? Take the fullback up the middle again?
Fullback, our quarterback, Gardner's a big kid. He's not as big as Connor is, but he's a big kid. Well, the defense jumped first. Defense jumped first, and he was reacting to the defense. Well, Malcolm's a big kid. He's 5'11".
Sometimes you can
5 yards.
cause the penalty to be by your reactions.
Well, if the defender jumps in the neutral zone first, it should be on the defense. But if they just moved, they didn't jump into the length of the football, the neutral zone, and then the lineman reacted, then yeah, that's the call. But you can't break the line, the length of the football field, or the football across the field. 1st down.
Gardner's pass complete to number 23, Dylan Wenzel. 7
And
yards on the play, good for a Salina Central.
That's going to be down to the 30.
Well, they're
Tackle
moving
made
that
by
ball,
number
though.
11, Keith McGuire.
However, they're doing it, even on fourth down, we're moving
Well,
it.
and that's Dylan's first pass or carry that's under 10 yards, but that was for a critical 1st down on a 4th down play. So I'm sure he'll take that, although it brings his yardage down. Oh, you went once too often to it. I would love to see the quarterback fake that and keep that. I'd like to see Malcolm keep that and come back around to the right like that. Because he showed us, I knew he had wheels, and he showed us last week that when he wants to, he can run the ball quite effectively.
5-yard loss on the play.
That would
brings
be
up
that's the
15.
play, but that's probably the second half play we're gonna see.
Maybe. I think his running ability is an underused tool right now, and I don't know if it's because the coach is saying they don't want him to run with it. He's hesitant to run with it. Maybe he's got some fumbleitis in him. I'm not sure. I don't know why they're not using him more in the running.
There you go, bootleg.
See, there you go right there. See? He just showed what he can do with the football.
Number 9, Malcolm Gardner on the scramble. Tackle made by number 30, Jake Karst.
Now, if they had run that to the wide side of the field and to the short side of the field, he would have got more than 4 yards.
Yeah.
I'd just put him back in the shotgun and let him read.
Well, it looks like they're gone.
They've only got 2 defenders over on 3 wide receivers. And he's going to have enough for a first.
Yeah.
Gardner's pass is complete to number 23, Dylan Wenzel.
Whoa, he's back up to his 10-yard.
12 yards on the play. Good for a Mustang. First down. Tackle made by number 25.
All right, that
Elijah
means
West.
5 of his 6 plays have gone for over 10 yards. The kid's a fantasy magnet, man.
So when you score here, do you go for 2?
Good question. It's early in the game. I might just go ahead and kick it. Nice pass to the flat. He's going to get the corner. He's going to be down inside the 15.
Flag.
I think it's going to be a late hit. It's going to be a late hit.
There's a flag on the play.
Again, I asked you, when you score the touchdown, do you go for 2?
No, I think it's early in the game. You kick
Kick
it.
it?
Kick it.
After the play was over, late hit out of bounds against the defense. Penalties half the distance to the goal, and that will result in a first down.
All right, that's actually the first penalty of the
goal.
game.
First and goal.
And that goes against Maize. That puts the ball down at the 5, where it's first and goal from right about the 5-yard line.
That's at the center.
There's a double lead with Dalton. Nothing there. They stacked it up. They did a good job of stacking that up. Actually lost about half a yard.
Tackle made by number 41, Ashton Hanna.
They didn't get a good push on the right side of that offensive line. Now, Central for years has always been good at rushing to the left side. But all their big plays with Dalton has been to the right. Now they're going left. And he's going to be in for a touchdown.
Touchdown, Salina Central.
He's going for 2. There's your answer. It's a chess match, isn't it? It's a chess match.
Well, why not now? I mean, you said it. It's early in the game.
It's early in the game.
So if you miss, you still got a chance.
Yeah, but now you're down by 2 instead of 1. I just go ahead and kick it. You're early in the game, but I understand what he's doing. He's gonna match him,
Yeah.
and he's got the hot hand right now too.
And he's in.
He's in. Left side again.
Number 33, Dalton Peters.
I think I saw that coming all day long,
Salina
Stu.
Central and Maize are
But
tied
look
at
at,
15.
they tried right the first time, and he lost half a yard. They
Yeah.
go left, and they
wide open.
score, and then they
Yeah.
score the 2-point.
Yeah.
They're stacking to that right side of Central's offensive line.
The one thing I began to wonder, why does Central have to get the heat on them before they go punch it in?
Right. All right, with 3 minutes to go in the second quarter in the first half, we got a score of Central Maize tied at 15.
The battle of the 2-pointers.
Well, it's really a chess match between Coach Hall and Coach Guzman. It's what it's coming down to. And it's a chess match on making those adaptions, making those changes with your offense and defense. And defense, the first series, like you said, Maize went down, chopped it, got in the end zone real quick.
Yeah.
Central made it game over. They started diagramming, made a change on defense, and they've only scored 1 touchdown since. So the Maize made some changes, forced Central into a punt, And then Central made some changes, came back and scored. So I think it's just changing. This last series, there was a lot of passing mixed in, where the first series Central scored, it was almost all run.
And you know what? I think you owe it to yourself to kick one.
Kick one deep. Yeah, especially now that they're doing this pooch kick.
That's why I hate that.
Now you got the ball on your 45.
Returning the ball
You're
to
on.
number 2.
They've got the ball on your 45. I've always hated that.
Tackle for the Mustangs, number 4, Vance Johnson.
That's when you kick it deep, and if they're gonna beat you.
They're going to beat you.
They're gonna beat you.
But that's when you teach. Keep in your lane.
Lanes, that's
keep
right.
in your lane.
No matter what, stay in your lane.
There's a quick throw to the underneath wide receiver. They're going to tackle him for a loss. See now, Central did something that teams have not been doing. They had trouble last year doing too. When they've got 3 wide receivers over in kickoff formation, and they throw it to the underneath, let the first 2 block.
Tackle for the Mustangs, number 7, Zane Heigl.
They're bringing a guy up, and he's immediately shooting in on the. The deep wide receiver, so he doesn't give up that. And they got him for a 1-yard loss. All right, they're getting pass rush on him. Ooh, I always thought that was tipped.
That's 23.
Longwood's pass complete to
The,
number 23.
the coaches are yelling for a
Gabe
pass,
Chavez.
offensive pass interference. And I might have to agree with them. There was a pick played way down the field, and you can't do that. And they were yelling that at the backfield, at the back judge, or I think college pros called the backfield judge. He's got to get up and make a call. And this judge over here, the linesman's got to make a judge too, or the side judge. All right, here's the pass rush again. There's just a screen, but there's a flag. We might have had a man
Longwood's pass
downfield.
complete to number 7, Jordan
Illegal
Guerrero.
receiver downfield.
Tackle made by number 27, Zane Heigl. There's a flag on the play.
I think we had a legal man downfield. Well, once they get over, talk about what stocks they own. What was that old commercial when the big brokerage house, well, when someone speaks and everybody would stop and start to listen?
Oh, E.F. Hutton.
E.F. Hutton, when E.F. Hutton, yeah, well, I switched my things over to E.F. Hutton.
Yeah. So now it takes 3. We got to call 3, and we got to have a real conference.
Guys, get the other 2 in there. They feel lonely. They feel left out. Got to be politically correct and not hurt their feelings and get them all in the huddle.
There is no penalty for ineligible downfield. The ball was caught behind the line of scrimmage.
So it's a screen play. So that's what they're saying. And as for the call, that's the correct call.
Yeah.
A screen play,
Yeah.
if the ball is
Yeah.
caught behind the line of scrimmage,
Yeah.
the receivers can be
Okay.
downfield. Or the lineman can be downfield blocking. But the linebacker's got to do a better job of reading that.
Boy, he faked that one. Oh, he's coming. Oh! That's
He's going to get about half a yard, not much a yard. He's going to be right.
Longwood's on the
They
carry.
could have sacked him,
Tackle
though.
made by number
He
56,
shouldn't have
Grant
got it.
Eagle.
He shouldn't even have got close to
No,
the line.
no. But being 6'4", he leans forward. He gets 2 yards, just in leaning.
Yeah, unless you're sending him back the other way.
Yeah, someone's got to hit him low, stop the legs. The other one's got to hit him high to make him stop leaning. And then maybe if you hit him high, you can get the ball thrown out of it. Now, another good pass rush. Now, that's a way of getting a kid hurt. And it's not, I'm trying to say the Central kid tried to get 23 hurt. But 23 was trying to lean, and the Central kid was twisting him back, and that's how you get an ankle twisted or a knee
There's a flag
twisted.
on the play.
Another flag on the play.
I saw. Oh, I didn't see that flag. Oh yeah, it's over on the other side.
Well, it's a lot cleaner game because about this time, Citra already had 7 or 8 penalties in the game by this time.
Yeah.
By the time I left halfway through the fourth quarter and left Charles there alone, they were at 15 with 8 of them 15 yards or more.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. And I bet they ran. And plus, they had 5 turnovers when I left.
Yeah.
Now, did they have?
Foul, face mask against the defense. Penalty is half the distance to the goal. Yardage results in a first down.
Well, you kind of said that, Stu.
Well, after I left last week, did they have any more turnovers or penalties?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
They got a blitz, all-out blitz going. He's going to be short. That's only the one problem about a blitz. You take people out of pass coverage.
Connor Lungwit's pass is complete to number 23, Gabe Chavez. Tackle made by number
You already
22,
know where
Kyle
this
True.
is going, right?
He's marked him short. Quarterback keeper, but Connor Lungwitz.
Whoa. You couldn't throw it no further than that. Whoa.
That's his hat. That's 2 flags. I mean, he threw his flag and he didn't have another flag to throw. That's when you throw your hat. So it's some extracurricular activity at the bottom of the pile. We know what that means, don't we, Charlie?
Yeah.
I've come out of piles with bite marks on my arm.
Yeah.
And that was when we were playing Little League, not playing at high school or junior high.
That's right.
I mean, you get punched in a certain area.
They're already moving back, so they know.
Well, if it's 2 dead ball penalties, they have to mark off both. If I remember correct. And that maybe that's what they're discussing. And if that's the case, that's 30 yards.
Boy, he threw that up so high in the air. Boy, it must have been rougher down in there. You know how it is under the bottom of the pile.
And when I was officiated, I started out as an umpire. And when you have that situation, you're trying to throw the flag while you're trying to get kids separate too. And then when you see another penalty and you don't have a flag to throw, you throw your hat.
We have 2 dead ball penalties on the play. After the play was over, personal foul on the offense. It's a 15-yard penalty for the exceeding spot. Also, after the play, unsportsmanlike conduct on the offense. That penalty is also enforced 15 yards. It will be 2nd down and goal.
Good.
2nd down and goal from the 31. Now, I know Coach Guzman, who those 2 young men are. They'll be running Monday. Coach Guzman is an old style. He's an old school like us. He's from our time frame.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna put up with that. He'll make you run until you puke.
So, are you going up top now?
You got to. You've got
56 seconds.
You got plenty of time. You got 2 timeouts. I'm just sitting here thinking. You got 2nd and goal. You've actually got 2 plays. You could pick up half of it and get yourself in a closer to where if it's too far out, you can kick a field goal. But oh, nice stick, right at the 20. right at the 20.
Well, that's kind of what you said, though. They picked up about half.
They picked up 11 yards.
They didn't lose very much time. Was that 12 seconds?
Oh, they're going to tackle for a loss.
Lovewood's pass is complete to number 19.
Fourth and go.
Back to the 22. Now they lost 2 yards. Now it's 4th and goal to go from the 22.
You made a good stand.
And what helped you was the couple knuckleheads for Maize.
And you knew what was going to happen. You knew it was going to be a quarterback sneak. We've done it. We done scored on it several times. We know you're open that way.
Now, it must not have been too egregious of a penalty, because if it was a punch thrown, that's an immediate ejection.
Yeah.
He's out. That's it. So nobody was tossed. So it might have been a little push and talking. You can't even talk. You can't taunt. You can't do any of that stuff. All right, you got 35 seconds on the clock. Score's tied. All right. If you have no faith, because that's about a 39 to 40-yard field goal attempt. If you have no faith in your kicker, you got 2 options. Well, you got one option, and you're hoping for one of 2 outcomes. You throw in the end zone. You're hoping for a catch, or your pass interference, defensive pass interference, which gives you an automatic first down, half the distance to the goal. Then you got 4 plays.
If I'm running the defense, you know what I do right now?
I'm placing everybody at the goal line. My guys are deep.
Nobody gets near that.
And I'm telling my defenders, anybody gets behind you in the end zone, I'm planting my foot up your rear end. No, they're going to go for it. They're going to punt. They're doing the right thing. They're looking for a fake. They're looking for a fake. He missed it. He missed it. Wide left, just like last night with K-State. Wide left.
That's a good defensive stand for the Salina Central Mustangs.
I take a kneel or 2 kneels and go into the locker room tied. You got the ball at your 22-yard line. No, you're going to give it the 20. That's right, give it the 20. At the 20. You've got all 3 timeouts, but you only got 31 seconds on the clock. Is that right, 31?
Yeah.
I take a kneel, take it in the end zone. I take it into the locker room and say, guys, we're in this game. Which they haven't been able to say at halftime the past 2 games. They haven't. And they're doing the same thing, just hand off to Dalton, put both arms around that ball and hang on to it. And they don't need to snap it again.
Number 47, Dalton Rupp.
Yep, they don't need to snap again because it's a 25-second play clock and you're at 16 seconds. This is going to go in. This is going to go into halftime. Well, this was an interesting half.
So we got a half left of football. We're just like we started the game from the beginning.
That's just them right here. Well, I hate to say, you're not probably going to be able to count on my daughter. She decided when she graduates, she's going to do her master's up there. She's moving somewhere where it never gets below 60 degrees. But Charles, since you had Dr. Hall on The View, is there any questions you would like to ask of him?
No, I would just like to say thank you for traveling out and being out here with. I think that's a real important thing that you're doing for the community. And I really I don't remember us seeing that kind of stuff happening in our days in school.
Well, I enjoy it. To me, I mean, that's the most exciting part of the job, so I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
My father-in-law told me when he was a principal at Minneapolis, he drove buses to teams, and sometimes he had to do janitorial work. But when he got an AD, he never stopped doing that. even when he was an AD and he retired at Clifton Clyde, he helped run the chain gang. So he could be there, and the kids saw him, and he's a tall guy, about 6'2". So when he walked the hallway, everyone knew that Mr. Killeen was in the house, but the kids come up and talk to him, and he had a great relationship. One of those guys that really didn't explode, get mad. He kept an even keel, even voice, and the kids loved him for it. And I still run into people say he was the best principal or best AD I ever had. And I really got a feeling that's what a lot of kids are going to say about you, because I don't remember meeting my AD except when I graduated.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. And I tell you what, anytime that I go to events like this or I go to concerts, it just really makes me feel good when I have the opportunity to visit with kids about how school's going. And they know who I am. I know who they are. It makes it really enjoyable what I do. And I'm kind of like your father. I just don't see myself ever doing anything like this. So.
Well, when I was coaching, I really took pride in knowing that I was teaching kids fundamentals of a game, but also trying to teach them life lessons, and that hopefully I had a hand in them becoming the young men and women they were going to grow up to be as adults, and being good parents and good citizens, and giving back to the young people themselves. And I got a great sense of satisfaction out of that, and maybe some people don't understand that, but I got a feeling that you're a kindred spirit on that same venue.
Well, and thank you. I appreciate that. I tell you what, though, I mean, in our school system, we have over 7,000 students in Salina Public Schools, and over 1,800 employees, about 600 teachers. We have some unbelievable people working with our children, and they're making a tremendous difference in their lives every single day. And that's all of our schools. That's all grade levels. That's every course that they take. I mean, we just have outstanding people. I mean, you see it every day. And so not only do we have great kids, we have great teachers, we have great leaders, great leadership from the board. It all starts from the top. So I just can't say enough about the good things we have happening here in Salina Public Schools.
All right, we got a fourth down now here.
This is an important fourth down. Very important.
Yes, that underneath throw again.
Oh, yes!
He dropped it.
So
it'll be first down Central. Incomplete. Well,
when you put them away.
There's one thing I wanted to say, and I know that there are bigger school districts out there always looking, but I would hope nothing more for you to retire here in about 20-some years. And I know that when you're young and you're doing, and bigger schools come calling and they throw a boatload of money at you, but I would hope that we're paying you well enough, and this is a beautiful sized community of about 50,000, and it's a great community to grow up with your kids. I had so many of my classmates after this play.
Oh, yeah.
Nice cutback.
Yep, good one.
Oh, there's going to be a hold right there. Looks like a hold. The referee threw it. That lived out of town, or lived out of state, but by their 20th and moved back, because you don't have to watch your kids in the front yard here. I mean, you don't have to constantly be out there watching them. And I would hope that you would stay here and retire here, because I've seen good ADs who are good business people, good ADs who are good employee-oriented. It's a 10-yard spot foul, so that's actually going to be even further than 10 yards.
Yeah.
I think that's about 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So, in other words, I hope you retire here.
Well, thank you, and I appreciate that. And I tell you what, I love this community, and I don't see any reason why I wouldn't retire here, because we came back here because we used to live here 20 years ago. My first year in administration was at Sacred Heart High School in 1990-91.
Wow.
And we came back to Salina because we knew how great of a community it was. So we're very, very happy here. It's a great system, and I'll be here.
He's a brute.
So I'm very, very
That's
pleased.
proud about.
All right, last question. Where are you from?
I'm from Dodge City originally, and born and raised in Dodge City, but I was 16 years in Ulysses out in southwest Kansas. 11 of those
Pick
as
up
superintendent
about
of schools.
10.
So I'm a western Kansas kid. But I really love it out here in central Kansas, and we lived here before, like I said, and we knew when we moved here how valuable of a community this was, and so we're happy. We're really loving it here. So.
And I've been to Ulysses several times, and it's a school district does not suffer for money.
No, that is very, very true. Now, not very many people can say that they've been to Ulysses before, so It's good to meet one of those folks that have been there. So.
Well, my family actually came from, my dad's family came from Western Kansas, but I've been to Ulysses several times and have got friends down there. But because of the natural gas out there, that is a very well-off little community. They've got a beautiful, beautiful school and football field and everything. And if you're out there as a principal or an AD, and then as the superintendent, you really don't have to fight for money.
No, that wasn't an issue out there at all. So that was a different situation.
The only issue is that's a real dry area and not much going on for kids to do.
Yeah, they have a lot of natural gas, but they don't have a whole lot of water. And you're right, it's pretty isolated out there. It's about, about 50 miles from Liberal and 50 miles from Garden, about 75 miles from Dodge. So it's kind of out there on its own. And so it's a different community. It's smaller community. But like I said, moving back east, it was an opportunity to be in a larger community. Excellent thing happening here in Salina. So I'm just very, very happy to be here.
Well, we appreciate Dr. Hall taking his time coming up and visiting with us. And everybody, if you ever get a chance to see Dr. Hall and you're out, go up, shake his hand, introduce yourself, let him know who you are, where your kids go to school. And let him know that you appreciate the work that he's doing. And Dr. Hall, thank you for your time.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And go Mustangs right now, right?
That's right. That's right.
Take care. Thank you.
They got it.
You're welcome. And I tell you what, folks, he is if you watch him, as I clip my microphone back on, he is involved in the game. He stands, he cheers, he claps. I've seen him sitting down with the student body. They know who he is.
Go on.
Well, that was a tremendous set of downs right there for Central. They had they were long.
They're smash mouth.
They were second and long, and they got two long plays, and then a first down when they really needed it.
They're smash mouth right now. They're playing Salina Central football.
Okay. It's a keeper.
Boy,
all right.
I
did find out halftime that it's this Scott Gardner's son, so I can see his dad's athletic ability in him. I actually think he's maybe a little bit quicker than his dad. His dad was thicker set, and his dad was an excellent basketball player too. And I think when Central won their state championship basketball, Scott was on that team. All right, well, that's the end of the third quarter with a score of Salina Central 22, Maize 15. Central needs to take this ball down the field and punch it in the end zone.
Put it away.
They need to be up by 2 scores because this Maize team can really move the ball through the air. Now, Central has done some things to cross Maize up and has kind of stymied them after that first series, because their second series, well, they got the ball after that pooch kick on Central's 45, so they only have 45 yards to go for the touchdown, and they got it. But they really just haven't really had a whole lot of successful drives since then.
No.
And it has been, Central's been getting in and
Facts for the class of 1994. Some of the top movies from 93-94 feature Jurassic Park, Fugitive, Mrs. Doubtfire, Sleepless in Seattle, and Schindler's List. At your homecoming days, you were probably...
And that's something I really haven't talked about.
Or maybe Meatloaf's
And I would say Charles probably would agree. I was extremely saddened with the death of Robin Williams.
Oh yeah.
Because first of all, he was a great comedian, but he was a great American. He spent, both Charles and I are vets, and he spent so much time over on USO tours. To those of us in the military, that was highly appreciated. Yes. And I can't tell you how valuable that was to us as and to the military, to have someone of that caliber who would come all the way over to Afghanistan or Iraq or wherever it might be and put on a show and visit with our military men and women. Plus, he was a great American. He stood up for the flag. Really a sad thing. And it makes you come where we'll talk about this after this snap.
Yeah, 4th down and 2. We got flags all over the place.
Or was it a timeout?
Oh, timeout, yeah.
Timeout on the field. Charge to Salina Central.
Coach Hall saw something in either in Central's offensive formation, but more likely he saw something in Maize's defensive formation that he didn't like. They were lined up right where they were wanting to run the ball, or what the play there is called. But what I was going to say is, as a chaplain assistant in the Kansas Army National Guard, one of the biggest problems we had were dealing with people coming back from deployments with PTSD and not saying anything about it. And that is really just an echo of what we see here in the civilian world, that people have mental issues that are not being treated.
That's true.
And we need to get these treated. We don't need that. And then just had a deal on last night about Phil Hartman. If you ever remember the comedian Phil Hartman, whose wife fought depression, and then she killed Phil and then killed herself. And it wasn't that there was a problem between her and Phil. All of her friends and family said that Phil was helpful, very helpful, but she had gotten
4th
back
and 2, Stu. Are you taking it up the middle?
Now, he's in shotgun formation.
Oh. Pass.
Pass or run with the quarterback. And he's got it. He's down inside the 40. And what I say is, if you've got a family member who's got issues, encourage them to go get seen, get help, and understand that mental issues are a very serious issue, and we need to take them very seriously. And we've got some great professional people here in town that will help them, and or get your pastor involved if they want to go that route. Get them involved. All right, now that's a big first down.
Yeah, it is.
Again, you got an athletic quarterback. Why not use his legs? Let him be a dual threat.
Well,
He's going to be tackled down inside. Look, I can't know if he's inside the 10 or not. They mark him down.
23 again, huh?
He's at the 8-yard line. Okay.
Who was that? 33.
That was Dalton Peters. And that was just, he broke tackles, almost lost his balance, and got up. And if he had not lost his balance, that wouldn't have given the defender time to catch up to him. He would have scored.
So where's the quarterback? Is he hurt?
No, they're just running the Wildcat.
Wildcat.
And what the Wildcat, which is named after the Kansas State Wildcats, because that's what Bill Snyder invented with Michael Bishop, and that's why when Urban was at Florida and he had Tim Tebow, and he called it the Wildcat because he said that's what I saw Bill Snyder do with Michael Bishop. He scored. But what that does is by getting rid of your quarterback, or turning your quarterback into a running back, that gives you an extra blocker. So now instead of having 9 block on 11, you've got 10 blocking on 11. And you see the result thereof right there. Up and good. And with 9:39 to go in the fourth quarter, we got a score of Salina Central 28, Maize 15. 29, excuse me. I didn't see him put the 1 point up there yet. Now 29 to 15.
Game.
Well, folks.
And they're playing Salina Central football, too.
Yeah, if Central can pull this off and beat this ranked team, this could be a signature win to kind of turn this team back around, because they came into this game 0-2, coming up against, as Dr. Hall said, the number 2 ranked team in the state at 2-0. Now, I don't believe for 1 minute that Maize is going to roll over and play dead.
Oh, no.
I expect them.
But now you got to go score for score, and they've proven they can do that in the first half.
You've also proven you can stop them. So
Yeah.
you really need to stop them, too.
That's what you need to do mainly, is stop them. That's the first thing. But your offense has got the ball moving. You know you can score on it.
I think I know why they're push kicking this direction. Is there's a very strong wind coming out of the south, which is the direction they're kicking into. They weren't ready yet. They weren't ready yet. Or we got a flag, but I don't see any yellow anywhere over there.
No, I don't.
Yeah, I do. Just short of the 0 at the 40. I see a yellow flag.
The ready for play whistle was blown prior to the ball being kicked. An inadvertent flag disregarded. We will replay the kick.
Inadvertent flag. He thought the whistle had not been blown for the kick, and they kicked off. So, folks, that's the same back judge who missed this offensive pass interference down here. And I can guarantee you the Central coaches will be taught. But the referee corrected him on that.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Now that's a little deeper of a pooch kick.
Yeah, and
he cut it at the 31. He only got back to about the 33 or 34.
Verus.
That's what you want to see. But I still like to see that ball another 5-10 yards further down. I'd like to see the ball on the other side of the 30. But kicking into a Kansas win, a strong Kansas win, is not always a smart thing to do if you don't have a strong leg. That's the thing I really like about South that I saw last week, and Charles saw the first week, is they've got a freshman kicker who last week kicked about a 40-yard field goal.
Wow.
Yeah. And you see how the defender ran right past him. He's still not going to get much yards.
You know why? Because he ran lateral.
And he has focused on the quarterback and did have his eyes open and ran right past the running back. And at the last second threw an arm out. That's why you got to go in. You got to go in with eyes wide open and have good peripheral.
They need a. It's going to be a pass.
Got a pass rush on him again. He's going to be marked down right at the 40. It's going to be 3rd and 4 from there.
Making the tackle for the Mustang, number 18, Landon Turner.
All right, they're making Connor step up into the pocket, but they've got to have a pass rush up the middle, so when he steps up in the pocket, he's facing someone on his feet too, and they blitz this time. Oh, no. Flag.
Oh, I don't know about that one.
That was close.
I don't know about that one.
I think what they're saying.
I think his hands touched that ball before he hit it.
I think they're saying that he hit him before the ball touched his hands. And if that's the call, that's going to be controversial. That's what they're calling.
Pass interference on the defense.
Wow. Wow.
That was close, but I've learned one thing about officiating. You're down there, you've got the better angle.
Yeah, so you can see.
So I'm not going to say he made a wrong call.
Although you know he did. We're going to leave it at that. Oh, up top!
Oh, he badly overthrown pass. He was expecting one of them to give a fake to the inside and then cut out to the sideline, and that guy didn't do it. He actually looked like he turned and stopped.
Intended receiver, number 83, Alex Lee.
Here we go. They're blitzing in.
Good catch.
And that's going to be enough for a first down. All right, if they're going to blitz, they have got to jam these wide receivers at the line of scrimmage to give that blitz a chance to get there, because they're getting there about a step late. So that means you got to get up and make these wide receivers reroute. Oh, there's a nice draw. And he's going to have enough for a first down. That's why you call the draw.
Taking the handoff for the Eagles, number 7, Jordan Moran.
They're not taking much time off the clock either.
No.
When you get first downs in consecutive plays, 10 yards plus.
He's got too much time.
Yep. Missed tackle. He stepped out.
He's hurt.
I think he stepped out at the second.
He's hurt.
8 or 9 yard line.
He's hurt.
And it's when you do that twist and trying to fight is when you can tear up a knee or an ankle.
Player, first down.
Well, we hope he's not seriously hurt. And I say that because not only we played the game, but we've had kids who play the game, and you don't like to see kids get hurt.
No.
He's up and walking. So maybe he either got his bell rung a little bit, or best case scenario, got the wind knocked out of him. And when you get the wind knocked out of you, it hurts for a couple of minutes because you can't get air.
Yeah.
But once your lungs open back up, you start getting air again, you're good to go. It's not like a concussion where you might have to sit out for a while.
That's right.
And it kind of thinking, how many times during our playing years we had our bell rung? We now realize that could have been a minor concussion.
Right.
So who knows how many concussions we've all had.
That's a very true statement.
It's quarterback keeper. He's in. Missed tackles about the 3 or 4. And it goes back to my biggest bugaboo about tackling. When you drop your helmet, you can't see what the ball carrier is going to do. And when he dropped his helmet, he spun and then was able to get in the end zone. You got to keep your helmet and use your face mask as like crosshairs to keep it on people. But also when you drop your helmet, it's when you get those neck injuries. But what I was going to say is my older brother Mike, his senior year in high school, he broke his helmet 4 times. So we now wonder if he had 4 concussions in high school. And he had headaches his whole senior year.
Oh!
Kick's still good, but that was close.
Kick is good.
All right, so with 7:50 to go in the fourth, you got a score of Central 29, Maize 22. It's back to a 7-point game. Central needs to be calm.
And just pound it
Just
down
take the
there.
ball, pound it downfield, go put it in the end zone again.
And take some time off the clock while doing
A
it.
nice time-consuming drive, because that didn't take much, because when Central scored, it was 9-something on the clock.
Right. Yeah, they need to pound it and take the time.
What time you got, Charles? Okay.
Looks like he's deep back.
Kicking it deep,
They keep kicking deep.
somewhat deep, to 20.
Wasn't a poocher.
He's gonna have the ball up over the 30, 35-yard line.
Now here's where they gotta pound it. They
here's
gotta keep straight pounding, pound.
Now, the one thing I like about that deep kick is that it takes more time off the clock than a pooch kick does.
Yeah. you don't get the ball where you would get it on a pooch either.
No.
If the guys are playing their defensive or special teams positions.
We're back in the Wildcat again. Nice cutback and spin back to the inside. He's going to pick up about 5 yards on the play.
Number 23, Dylan Wenzel.
So I wonder, is the quarterback hurt or?
No, quarterback coming in right now.
Oh, there you go.
They're just running the pistol that gives them an extra blocker. I mean, the Wildcat. They're just giving the Wildcat and using. But with his speed, Malcolm's speed, I would use him in the Wildcat. Now you're going back to the traditional, the power, offset power I, unless it is the offset power I.
Yeah, it's a power I.
But the tailback doesn't look like he's lined up directly right behind the, they're going to tackle him for a loss.
Number 23, Dylan Wenzel with the handoff.
I really do. I do like your idea that Gardner keep it and roll around to the backside,
Number 45, Nathan Ryder.
and have
They
a tight end on this side that hesitates on the block, then goes out out about 5-10 yards, and given as an option to throw. And if not, he becomes a downfield blocker for the quarterback. Just turn and go, 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 go. All right, that's enough for a first down. You're not going to break a touchdown. Just get upfield, get the yards you can, and get the first down, which he did. The only bad thing is I wish he would have stayed in bounds. That way the clocks keep ticking.
But anytime you drag it to third, fourth down, you're going to run clock. And move the ball at the same time.
Yep. All right, he's going to get some yardage. I tell you, I got some faith in Gardner. That I think that if you give him a seam,
Wrapping him up, number 47, Dalton Ruff.
you're going to get a long run or a touchdown out of him. He is a senior. I wish he was around for one more year. I'd like to see what he could develop into, but he had a great quarterback he played behind the last couple of years. You got 2nd and 8. They're blitzing again. And that's a nice call to run into the blitz. That really is. But he looked like he got a whole lot of yardage because he was running sideways.
Yeah.
He only picked up 3. So now you got a 3rd down and 5 from the 50.
Ryan Magnum, and number 25,
So are we in
Elijah Webb.
2-down territory?
I would say yes,
35 versus
but
Central.
you're looking at that score, and I would say depending on how close it is. You could punt him and pin him deep.
But you could go on and get a first down right now and not even have to worry about it.
You at least want to get some yardage out of this play. Mike had to call a timeout because the back judge had already started his 5-second play clock. Gentlemen, you got to duck down, duck down.
Timeout on the field.
That's what the tape's here. Tape's not here to jump over. I know they want to get on TV, but they'll have to do it some other way. Go get an agent, sign, get with a casting company, then get hired. Central's still in charge of this game.
They got full control of it. It's what they decide to do is what's going to make the difference.
Well, if you interview Coach Hall after the game, I want you to ask that question. On that play, why cannot Malcolm fake it and keep it and have the option thrown to someone out are running. Whoa, there you go.
Whoa, there you go.
There you go, there you go.
I'm thinking we're talking first down, Stu. What do you say?
But that's second, third, and fourth effort.
Yeah.
And he kept the ball in tight.
But is that not Salina Central football?
Yes, and that take time off the clock. Now that we got the clock started again because they stopped the clock to move the chains. The chains are, as my dad would say, moved.
And we got a whole new set of downs.
And a whole new set fresh of downs. And we're 4:28 and ticking. Central just called their last timeout because they were short somebody on the field.
Timeout on the field.
They were short a man on the field. Oh my. Well, it might not matter much if they take this down and score, but still. And I'm going to tell you right now, that was number 10, Coach Turnaround, and that's a senior. He's the backup quarterback. He's also a wide receiver. Number 12, 5'9", 165-pound, Colin Blackham. And earlier, he was supposed to be out on the kick, and he was late getting out there because someone had to call him. Maybe he's too busy talking to friends on the sideline. Hey, that happens far more often than you can think. That's how you end up doing some extra running in practice on Monday.
Yeah. And it's really easy to happen when you're winning. It's not so easy when you're losing.
Oh, no. That's when you hear Coach, I'm going to break my foot off and you're ready. Okay, Coach. That's when you hear your dad, yeah, do it again, Coach, do it for me. And now your traditional, nice hole.
It closed up awful quick.
Yeah,
though.
but he still got about 3 yards on the carry. And the clock is ticking at 4:14. And I'm telling you what, Mike did not want to call the timeout and stop the clock like that and burn his last timeout. But I'm telling my running backs, wide receivers, if you're down by the sideline, don't go out of bounds. Take a knee down inside. Keep that clock ticking. He's waiting for the back judge to start his 5-second count. All right, what they're doing is that they've got a safety up in the box. They've got a safety up in the box. And I believe a timeout has been called by Maize.
Timeout on the field. Charged to Maize.
They sure did, with 3:39 to go.
And this is a big stand for them right now.
Yep.
But if they get anywhere close to this, you know they're going to go off 4th down.
Well, I know they are now because why punt?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Especially if you would get another first down and you get the ball down around about the 10, then maybe I'd go for a field goal. Then you make it a 2-score game.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to score a touchdown to make this a 2-score game.
Do they have a kicker that good field goal kicker?
I think they have one that they get close enough within the 30. I think they can. Within a 30-yard field goal, I think they can. Even in this wind, and this wind is blowing. You can see the flag. It's blowing out stiff from the pole. It's been blowing that way from out of the south. The real nice thing is, since we're sitting on the north side of the press box, we haven't had much wind on us tonight.
Right.
Now this was like it was last week. Tip, the wind was coming from the north, and it was a wind chill here that was really on the frosty. And I was wearing gloves too. I had to take my gloves off to write down notes and stuff, but.
Here they go. Oh, he fakes it. Nowhere.
He's actually going to really get no yardage.
Carrying the ball from the room is number 9, Malcolm Gardner. Making the tackle for the Maize Eagles, number 95, Clayton Hicks.
Okay, here's a 4th down and about 9.
Passing play.
Yep, you better hurry up. I roll him out, and then give him the option to throw or keep. Intercepted. Terrible thrown pass. Terrible thrown pass, and it was Malcolm who made the tackle.
Yeah, it was.
He had 2 wide receivers out there, and he threw it in between the 2 of them. I mean, we have a flag.
Where? Right here?
Way down there. We could have. We could have maybe pass interference. Yeah, and if it's pass interference, that would be a first down. Our defensive holding.
After the interception, we have a block in the back on Maize. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. It's Maize's ball, 1st and 10.
Down at the 13-yard line, or at the 12. You see where he
that
marks it.
defense has got to hold up right now if they've ever held up.
Okay, he's short of the 13. So they got 2:49. They got what timeout?
1 timeout.
1 timeout. But remember, a first down stops the clock to move the chains. Screen, screen, screen. The linebacker actually read it, but he just got up there in the wrong position, or number 18 or 16, whatever it is. He read the screen, but he took a wrong angle. He took an angle where the man was sitting, not where the ball was led by the quarterback to throw. So he took a wrong angle.
30.
And that's 16, that's DeRice Burst. I wonder if he's in relation to Javon. He's not going to get much on that play right there.
Long with the pass complete to number 9, Dalen Johnson. Tackle made by number 42, Kyle True.
But that might have been Landon Turner, the linebacker, who took the wrong angle.
2nd and 7.
You got to take the right angle coming up. A sack and a fumble. Screen again.
Oh!
But there was a wide receiver out
23.
in the area. There was wide receiver out,
23 was there.
But was it actually thrown in his direction? Or no, they're saying the wide receiver in his direction. See, that's what a pass rush does for you. It really does.
Yeah.
And that's where if Connor Lundquist wants to attract the NCAA Division I scouts, he's got to make a play. He's got to move his feet, get mobile.
Verus had that. Javon had that.
Javon had that in his hands. And he might have scored on that because he had openings on either left or right. He could have gone left or right. And with his speed, I think he would have scored. All right, here we go. Fourth down.
This could be the ball game.
4th and 7 for the Eagles.
You got the Central crowd up and cheering. You hear it.
This could be it. He's back.
He's got a first
down.
And see, now Javon saw that.
But there's a flag on the play.
Javon saw that.
Chavez making the tackle, number 7, Javon Verus.
Javon saw that, and he came up too late. And that's why he came up off the ground frustrated. I saw him do a little frustration thing. He read it a little bit too late and got up there too late. He's got to read that crossing pattern quicker. They were looking for something deep, and they didn't go deep. They just sent a guy across the middle just past the first down marker.
Oh, that must have been against Central.
Holding against the defense. Penalty is declined.
Yeah, it would have only been.
Results of the play, first down.
Yeah, would give him less yardage than what the play did.
151 left and counting.
Nice play.
Flag.
By Kyle True.
Flag.
Where's the flag at?
It was in the backfield.
Flag on the play.
In the where? Offensive backfield?
Yeah.
Could be holding. I push him back. I take it. Because it's a spot foul. It's 10 yards from the spot.
It looks like they're taking it.
Of course you take it.
You know it, but that right there sets them up to naturally throw the bomb.
All right, because now instead of being only 20,
It's the bomb. Yeah,
it's 26.
And it's a long pass.
Yes.
I mean, you know what's going to happen.
You do it in chunks, though. You don't have to do it all in once.
Oh! We almost had an interception
and it would have been a pick six.
Yeah.
Brandon Wynn had it. Both him and Verus are going to be sitting going like, I had a pick six in front of me. And they're going to be laying in bed at night going, I had a pick six in front of me. You know they're going to.
But it's still a good defensive play.
It is, but you're going to say it. You know you're going to say it. Because here's your chance to score.
Second and how
26.
many miles? That's a long, long country mile.
My dad said they were out in the back 40 trying to get a first down.
Boy, the Central stepped up that defense tremendously.
But they had pressure on him coming from behind, and he was hit right as he was just releasing, and I think that had effect on it because he overthrew the ball.
Breaking up the pass, number 35, Jacob Lyles.
Now they didn't play two good downs.
No, we're not the old Central. We're the new Central. And he's going to get out of bounds, too.
Pass complete to number 23.
And Coach Hall was waving, trying to get a defender's to come over and get on this wide receiver who was uncovered. And they're now talking to them about that. Here it is, another fourth down play.
Now they got to hold him.
Yeah, you just gave him a first down. You just gave him a first down. When the quarterback wasn't even close to snapping the ball. All right, now Central, you can't do that. And that was serious. That was a boneheaded play.
Right there,
yeah, that was a boneheaded play.
Right there.
Yeah, that was not a smart play. Oh, incomplete. We are not picking that running back coming out of the backfield up very well. We're getting there too late.
No.
We've got to have someone that trails him, a linebacker or a safety, or your nickel back that you have in, and you're trailing that running back wherever he's going.
So we got a minute and 18, and Salina Central up by 7.
Way overthrown, way overthrown. But Javon was with him stride by stride.
Yeah.
Now, you don't mind as a coach having your quarterback take that shot, but you at least want him to have a chance for him to be open. But the number one rule is you throw it that only the wide receiver can catch it and no one else can. You don't throw a pick there. They're running 5 again.
Oh!
That's Javon again.
Pass ball incomplete. Batted down by number 7, Javon Verus. Be 4th and 10 for the
4th and 10. Here we are again.
This is their third fourth down play on this series.
They need to stand tall this one.
They need to get to Central's 40-yard line. He's rolling out. They're going to call the flag.
There's two of them.
And I think Javon, I don't know if he knocked him down. If they're both going for the ball and their feet get tangled, they're supposed to be inadvertent.
Pass interference against the defense. 15 yards from the previous spot. That yardage result for a first down.
Now that's the second penalty on this drive. And that's 20 yards in penalties on this drive. Draw. Ooh, he got bent back. Did you see that good hit?
Yeah, that was a good hit.
Someone had him low, and then someone
running.
came in up top and just bent him backwards.
Clock's running.
That's when you see fumbles sometimes.
Yeah.
On the carry, number 9, Dalen Johnson.
We can still use our turnover here.
Back.
That's going to be enough for a first down to the 24.
To number 82,
You got 38 seconds on the clock.
Kyle Schreiber.
They still got a timeout to burn.
Play for the Mustangs, number 4, Vance Johnson.
Defense is still in control.
To the 24-yard line.
Incomplete. This time there was somebody on the underneath guy.
Landon Turner.
All right, I took 5 seconds off the clock.
Oh, he's out.
Now, I don't know if they were trying to set up a screen, but he had 3 Central defenders in his face as he was trying to throw the ball.
Yeah.
Incomplete. Now, I was going to say on the play before, it was better for Maize that they had that incomplete, because if he would have caught that, he would have been tackled for a loss, 2 to 3 yard loss, and the clock would still have been running.
Right.
But by incomplete pass, they don't use the lardage, and the clock stopped. Now you're down to 30 seconds. Now they're telling the safeties to get deep.
Deep.
They told the safeties to get deep. They've only got one deep safety.
They need a pickoff.
Touchdown.
Touchdown Maize.
All right.
At number 23.
I can't see. Is it?
Is that the guy he told? No, is that 23?
I can't see it. Don't look like it.
It looks like it. Is
It
it
does.
23?
Yeah, it is.
Number 23, Gabe Shaw.
That's the guy he told us about.
They're going to go for 2. All right. Maize has called their last timeout.
Now that's the guy he told us that's a big game player, huh?
Timeout on the field. Charge to Maize.
I don't understand. I know why he's trying to win it, but you got 23 seconds on the clock. I kick the extra point and take it into overtime.
But if you think you can punch it in,
You get the win. You don't, you lose.
it sounds like a familiar stance that Salina South took last year, isn't it?
At the state championship game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have kicked. And even when I heard he was going, I would have kicked.
But the thing is, they probably did never suspect him of doing that.
But I would have kicked. We're going because the Kansas City team scored all their points mostly early in the game.
Yeah.
South put all their points up late in the game. So they had caught up, now taking overtime and beat them. And that's what I would have done. He's short.
Yeah.
He's short.
Salina Central played good defense when it counted.
Yep. They tried a trick play. The quarterback was at the line like he was given blocking directions. They snapped it to the upback, Guerrero, who then went left, handed to a man coming back, number 23, back in formation, back to the right side, and he didn't make it.
So you know what's fixing to happen, right?
You need to go down one if you're gonna cross.
You know what's fixing to happen.
They're gonna offside kick. Yeah, they got to. They have no other choice.
Is it an old poocher again?
No, it's an onside kick.
It's a straight onside kick.
It's a straight onside kick. And see, when you're ranked number 2 in the state and you're playing at a non-ranked team and you've come from behind to catch them, you're down by 2 scores, you got to kick the extra point and get it in overtime. And have faith that your offense.
But if you make it, nobody second guesses you.
Yeah, but now that you missed it,
they can second guess it.
That's why you kick it and you get it into overtime. Because now what Central had, they got 9 guys within that. They've got both the pooch and the onside covered. Out of bounds. That'll be a ball at the 35. I go into victory formation. I seriously, I go into victory formation, which is
Free kick out of bounds. Receiving team is elected the option of taking the ball 25 yards from the free kick line. First down.
well, that'd be the 35-yard line, not the 40. You're at the 40, not the 35.
He's telling him too, ain't he? Oh, what's he doing?
The ball went out of bounds at the 40-yard line. That is also an option.
That's where you're going to take it. All right.
They'll take the ball where the ball went out of
Bounce.
bounds.
Okay. Excellent. Good. That's good officiating. I take the victory formation. It's what they're in right now. That's the victory formation. Malcolm's going to take the snap and take a knee. And it's only going to take one knee because Maize is out of timeouts. And Central has just got their first win of the year and upset the number 2 team in the state.
A good one. A good win.
A good win.
A good win. Welcome to the post-game show, Coach. What a great game.
Yes, it was. We came out on top and with just one more point than them. And we said it doesn't matter if we win by 50 or by 1, but we have to win tonight. And our guys stepped up and got the job done.
Coach, one thing I noticed, it was like that first time when they drove the ball down, I was watching the coach when he talked to the defense, and it looked like after he talked to the defense, that defense went out there with a new desire, a new energy, a new fire.
Yeah, I don't think we had a lot of miscues. It was just them kind of steadily moving the ball down the field. And we watched a lot of video from last year. We had a lot of guys out of position. It just so happens a lot of those guys were back on the field for us tonight, and I think that made a big difference. I think, first of all, they learned from the mistakes last year against these guys, and their experience helped them because they kind of knew how Maize wanted to try to attack through their offense, and they have got incredible skill players all across the board. They catch the ball well. Lungwitz is a great quarterback. It's hard to get pressure on him. And then when they try to run the ball, they have you so spread out with their spread formations. They do a pretty good job running the ball too. So it's a tough offense to defend. But our guys, again, stepped up and made the one big play there at the end to hold them out of the end zone on the 2-point conversion.
Well, I've seen a whole bunch of big plays they made tonight. I near the end there, I thought they were getting to the quarterback. I mean, I saw that rush.
And that's one thing, too, that, kind of maybe is in the back of their mind. Kid made a great play on the touchdown there at the end, but he's good at feeling where the pressure is. Even if he doesn't really see it, he moves away from it. But we did get a couple shots on him late that, help make a difference.
And then the other thing, this is what I noticed, I call it that Mustang football, is when you guys were just pounding that ball at them constantly.
Yeah, our guys up front, I think, have blocked pretty well all year. Obviously we're having to do some different things. You just can't run the same 3 plays over and over again, so we got to give it a little different look and stuff and keep tweaking things. But, I'm a big believer in going with what works, and we were having some success tonight doing some things and just tried to stay with it, but at the same time mix it up enough to where, they didn't know exactly where the ball was coming from by our formations.
And then I saw they came down here and they went for 2 points. And then I seen you go down there and go for that same 2 points and get it.
Yeah, and I don't know if that was the right call, but with them being up 8 points when we scored, I felt like at that point in time it was important for us to pull back even with them, and then kind of know or understand the situation that we had to. If we didn't make it, then obviously we wouldn't have been in a position to still kick a field goal and still regain the lead if the difference was 2 points if we didn't make it.
But it was the right call because you did make it. And had you not, then we might be talking about it.
Hindsight's 20/20. So.
That's it. Coach, congratulations on a great win tonight.
Thank you, and I'm so proud of our kids, the way they played, the way they kept battling, because we had a lot of things go bad for us, during the game and late in the game, and we just made one more play than they did, and that was the difference.
And I really appreciate you coming in for this interview.
Oh, no problem,
Great
Charles.
win, Coach.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Mowry Clinic provides the Salina community with a comprehensive spectrum of services delivered with compassion and sensitivity. We strive to create a partnership with our patients that promotes health and well-being in all phases of life. We care about our patients, we care about providing quality health care services, and we care about our community. Chances are you know many of us because Mowry Clinic physicians live in Salina. We are coaches for youth sports teams and leaders for Boy Scouts and 4-H. We offer time, talent, and financial support to a variety of community events and charities. Our children attend school with your children. Our families attend worship services with your families. And we are proud to call Salina home. We have a vested interest in the success of this community, and we remain committed to an independent practice model that promotes our proud heritage and philosophy to provide quality medical care centered on the relationship between each patient and the physician of their choice. You have a choice for your medical care. Choose a doctor dedicated to the pursuit of excellence in healthcare services. Choose Mowry Clinic.
What did that mean? Minor surgery. Not to me, it wasn't. I'm no risk taker. That's why I chose to have my surgery at Salina Regional. I wanted all the resources of a full-service hospital available to me. Just in case.
It's your choice where to go for surgery. Salina Regional Health Center, here for all your surgery needs.
The friendly staff at Salina Sports Medicine Orthopedic Clinic, located at 523 South Santa Fe, are always welcoming new patients to serve in the areas of sports medicine, total joint care, and more. You can contact the office at 785-823-7213 or toll free at 1-866-406-4141.